Well, that midnight kiss proved to be the kiss of death for some of our transmitters, I'm afraid. Apologies for the 40-minute interruption of Channel 4's service in the east of England during the film. Things look back to normal now. Very special events take place before our very eyes after the break when the weeping Madonna of Morn is brought into the studio. We witness the burial of the great Pharaoh Amenhotep and find out what it means to be French. The rest is unrepeatable.
Hey, is this the top?
It should be marked by a pile of stones.
There's two of them. Stones.
One of the great peaks of bitter drinking.
Always beckoning.
Challenging you to go on, big cock.
How did you get up here?
On bus.
The bus.
Wherever you may wander, there's no taste like stones. Nothing seals in that fresh pig taste like a can can.
To kill germs where our new toilet cleaner does, you'd find yourself getting into some funny positions. New Lifeguard Toilet Duck with its duck-shaped neck delivers its germ-killing power right up under the rim. Killing germs, cleaning the whole toilet, and leaving it hygienically fresh. Lifeguard Fresh. Lifeguard Toilet Duck kills germs, cleans and freshens standing on its head. So you don't have to.
A street of sound is the start of the day. It's the heat of the road, it's breaking away. A kiss, a glance, it is hot, it is cool. A smile, a chance, it is breaking a rule. It's just how you feel when you know it's for real. It's a hit, it's a Coca Cola, is it?
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography. Don't know much trigonometry. Don't know much about algebra. Don't know what a slide rule is for.
When friends told Kate smoking heroin would make her feel good, they forgot to tell her something else. How bad it would also make her feel. How she'd start to look tired, spotty, and unhealthy. How she'd lose her friends, her looks, and her interest in everything but heroin. How she'd soon have to take heroin not to get high, but just to stop feeling down. How she'd eventually risk blood disease, liver damage, even heart failure.
Yeah, I'm still alive, I suppose.
Don't be a dummy. Heroin really does screw you up.
The tube. The tube. The tube.
But no, we need an alternative.
EuroTube.
The tube's most spectacular summer spectacular yet! 5 hours of music flying live across Europe to over a dozen countries. Film reports, interviews, but above all, music from some of the best bands around. Plus, a live link up to a concert that'll really set your ears spinning. Tucky live at Wembley. Rod Stewart live at Wembley. If you can't be there, stay in and watch the tube. Saturday night, 8:30 till pretty late really, on 4.
4, if you dare. It's time to make a special journey.
Tonight we will voyage into the unknown and plumb the unsolved mysteries of our world. Does the Bermuda Triangle exist? Do these remains mark the site of the lost city of Atlantis? And did people really see this post office clerk move, or was it some form of mass hysteria?
We'll also be solving some time-honored mysteries. For instance, did you know it was actually the Vikings who discovered America, but then had the good taste to leave it alone?
And later on, we'll be talking to someone who has conclusive proof that this Second World War kamikaze pilot was, in fact, Princess Michael of Kent's great-aunt Betty.
And do these stone monoliths on the Easter Islands prove that this planet was once visited by a race of Jimmy Hills?
Can modern man really believe in miracles? Well, you may think not. But in Ireland recently, there's been a spate of witnessed phenomena, many of them involving holy objects or religious relics. Father Brendan O'Leary, you have yourself personally witnessed miracles on several occasions.
That's right, Tony, yeah.
When, exactly?
Well, the first time I was kneeling at the altar in my own church in Mourne, I was saying 5,000 Hail Marys for charity. When I looked up and I saw the church's Madonna actually weeping.
And this is the famous Weeping Madonna of Mourne.
That's right.
And when exactly does the Madonna weep?
Well, it's an inspirational thing, Tony. It's a divine thing. I mean, it can happen at any time.
That's interesting, because I have heard it said. That's quite extraordinary.
Praise.
Father, since the miracle of Mourne, there have been a number of similar phenomena in Ireland.
That's right. There was the famous dribbling Madonna of Drogheda and the Jumping St. Joseph of Jordanstown.
And, of course, the statue of the Holy Christ of Cork, who was seen to do aerobics.
That's right.
But is it not the case, Father, that all of these have drawn pilgrims away from Mourne?
Yes, that's true, but I don't think, to my mind, any of them are quite as astonishing as our own Weeping Madonna here.
I quite agree.
God be praised, the Madonna is talking.
God bless you all.
Thank you, Father.
Another miracle. Give her some holy water. You're not having any holy water. I'll put you back in your box. I don't want to go in the box.
Later we'll be looking at more unfathomable mysteries, like, why does Mike Yarwood insist on singing?
Accept, O gods of the eternal ether, Isis and Osiris, the holy being of the great Pharaoh Amenhotep, ruler of men, blessed of mortals, now as Godhead himself.
Blessed be Amenhotep.
And you, as the faithful followers of the great Pharaoh, you shall receive your just rewards. For you shall remain here, in this tomb, with the mighty Pharaoh forevermore, to attend upon him, serving him.
Excuse me, sorry to butt in.
Yeah.
But that bit, that last bit, that section, by the way, it's a lovely service.
Oh, thank you.
But that bit about sharing the room forevermore.
Yes.
What does that entail?
Well, in keeping with the tradition of our ancestors, the chattels of the great Pharaoh remain here with him to attend his spirit in the afterlife.
Oh, yes. And by the chattels, you mean us lot?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Bye.
You must stay. It is written.
It may well have been written, but quite obviously in small print. I mean, we had no idea.
I am staying.
Look, love, that's entirely up to you, and probably your time of life I'd do exactly the same thing.
Insolent dog!
Well, no offence, but let's face it, you're hardly Pharaoh fodder anymore, eh, lads?
If the Pharaoh were alive, he would have you whipped.
Sweetie, if the Pharaoh was alive, we'd have no problem.
Look, could we get on, please? I've got a cat to worship at 3 o'clock.
It's all right for you, isn't it? I mean, you can walk out of here a free man. What about us?
You have no choice. You must serve my husband in the afterlife.
I'm not going to serve your hubby in the afterlife because there isn't one, and if there was, which there isn't, I wouldn't anyway. So if you just let me through to the exit, I'll...
April Fool!
Accept, O gods of the eternal ether, Isis, Mango, Cyrus,
Some more late news. Teddy Kennedy has announced that he won't be standing for president at the next election. He may stand at some point in the future, but he says he'll miss that bridge when he comes to it.
Tonight, I have with me in the studio Mr. Derek Armitage. He's the first person in this country to be born as the direct result of a sperm donation. Derek, have you any idea at all who your father actually is?
Yes, Jeffrey Archer.
How does it feel to be the test
I
yourself?
apologize.
Sorry?
I always apologize before I say anything. It saves time later on.
How does it actually feel to be the son of Jeffrey Archer?
Appalling, absolutely appalling. I ring him up and I tell him straight, because after all, that's what I'm here for. It is appalling, I say, and if he doesn't like it, that's just tough. I won't fudge it, that's not my style. The unemployed should get up off their bums.
Why do you say that?
God knows, it's some awful hereditary disease. I just blurt things out involuntarily.
One final question.
Ian Paisley would make a terrific pope. You see, there I go again. Keith Joseph is a marvelous pineapple. And if people don't like it, I don't care. It's all about presentation. I'm out of control, and it's appalling.
One final question. Have you inherited your father's skill as a writer?
Yes, I have. And it is appalling.
It certainly is. Rory.
Thank you. Now the answer to last week's competition. You'll remember we asked you which is the odd one out, Sylvester Stallone, Derek Jameson, or Mikhail Gorbachev? And the answer was, of course, Mikhail Gorbachev, because he can speak a little English.
Electric. We're out, working for you. Out working together. Out in the country. Out in the town. Out everywhere. Which is why whenever you ring us, we're out. Out working for you. Out working together. The Electricity Board. By far the best of all the companies you can buy electricity from.
Yeah, that's right, filth. Those are my demands. You've got till 5 o'clock. And after that, you've got 4 dead people on your hands. And no tricks this time, all right? Any tricks, and I start popping heads. Stay down. I said stay down!
It's all over, Johnny.
Stop it!
I can help you, if you'll let me.
Stop it!
I'll see no harm comes to you.
Stop doing lines from Juliet Bravo!
You're only hurting yourself, Johnny. Now give me the gun.
Right! One more cliche, and he gets it through the head.
Best do as he says.
Don't you start! Right! Now, if anybody, and I mean anybody, says, you can't run forever, Johnny, and I'll kill the bleeding lot of you, all right?
Oh, please, please. I'm just an innocent bystander with chronic angina. My pills! My pills!
No, Johnny! Don't take him! Take me.
Now pack it in!
Johnny, we've got your mother here. She wants to speak to you.
Right! That does it! You, get up, and no funny business. I said no funny business!
Let's turn it. The police will have heard the shot.
You know what that means, Johnny.
I'm going down for the big one. I've always been a loser.
Oh, come on. Who's doing the cliches now?
Well, when you're at the bottom of the heap, you want to be top just for one day.
It's Jimmy Cagney stuff.
Look! When the world's turned against you and you're going nowhere fast, a bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. I am talking cliches, aren't I?
No, that's rather...
Oh, how can the pot calling the kettle black?
Aphorism.
Right, Snobbers! This one's got your name on it.
That is a cliche.
It's a filthy job. It's just a kid.
Shut up!
Is that my McEwen's export you're drinking?
I'm not drinking it, I'm merely carrying a can.
McEwen's export. It speaks for itself.
Every night while you're asleep, a miraculous power is at work in the land. A power which is used for everything from printing your morning paper to baking your daily bread. A power so versatile that it can milk cows, light our cities, even sort the morning mail. And long before you wake, your electricity board is working for you, providing you with news, light, heat, and countless labor-saving devices. The power is electricity, energy for life.
Powered by a System Porsche engine. And structural design by Carmen of Germany. Styled by Giugiaro of Italy. Conceived and constructed by Seat of Spain. The Seat Ibiza recognizes no frontiers.
When you're hungry for a bull, no point devouring something small. Get your moxie tongue round these waters. Say cheese. When you feel you could eat a horse, or not amused by your main course, or you can't stomach referees. Waters. Say cheese.
Hey, when you're cheesed off, say cheese.
You've always felt good about Blue Band, and the feeling keeps getting better and better. 'Cause Blue Band's got no artificial ingredients.
Nothing artificial.
That's the best feeling from Blue Band margarine. It couldn't be better.
Starblend's got a great country store. Discover country and discover new country. A great double act at great record stores.
Delicious. At this time of year, you're probably on the lookout for a reasonably priced drink to serve at Christmas. Well, for my money, still one of the best and cheapest party tipples is Austrian Liebfraumilch. Well, no, I know that earlier this year there was that scandal about it allegedly containing impurities, but one new manufacturer has reassured us that all the additives have been removed and their product is completely pure. But if you're a do-it-yourself fan, then why not try this new homemade wine kit, which is now available. All you do is you tread the grapes, and you eat them. Add the sugar, and the water.